if you want to get into the sport as a recreation, anybody can do it. It's fun. You get in here, you sweat, and I mean, who knows? To who's his own. You might get addicted to it, you might not. And that's exactly how I look at it, is I'm addicted to it. I cannot stop.
If you want to just fight just because you enjoy it, then take any fight that you want. Just train really hard, come to all the technique classes, have an open mind, believe in your coaches, make sure you find the gym you're comfortable with and you trust your coaches, and just go into it.
You can't give up at all in anything.
It takes an open mind and a willingness to learn, but it takes a lot of heart and a lot of...
You just have to grind and just keep going through and grind, work hard. Just work ethic is key to this sport.
It's not about how strong you are, how fast you are, how flexible, you know, how athletic. It's more about how strong your mind is.
You can't be successful in this sport at a high level if you have poor workout habits.
Well, if you want to be a UFC fighter, if that's your ultimate goal, that's you know, it's a possibility for anybody to do. If you want to go that route, you need to train every day. You need to fight as much as you can. You know, you need to have a good manager to watch out and pick the right fights for you, to build up your record, to be careful with your career.
But mentally, if you can not give up and stay strong and keep yourself dedicated and just being in your gym, you'll go somewhere.
I would say at least 10 times safer than boxing.
Boxing, you have one option, to punch the guy.
Basically boxing, they wear bigger gloves, they do more rounds, and you're only allowed to punch from the waist up. You take more damage to the brain.
And all you're doing is punching. Boom, boom, taking so many shots to the head. Your brain becomes scrambled.
What basically happens in a fight is you're getting your head slapped around, you're getting your brain knocked up against the inside of your skull, and you get knocked down and you get knocked out.
If you get knocked out in MMA, the fight's over. If you get knocked out in boxing, you get 10 seconds to stand back up and get punched in the head 100 more times that night.
And if you can recover in 10 seconds, you're still fighting. And you may get knocked out again. And if you can recover in 10 seconds, you get to go again. So you're taking multiple damage and shots to the head, which is really unhealthy.
Guy gets TKO'd, can't defend himself. Oh, the ref's gonna jump in and stop it.
Fight's over. We don't get a standing count.
Most of the older MMA fighters still have their wits about them. Randy Couture and Chuck Liddell, these guys, they all still have level heads. They're not loopy yet. I mean, look at Muhammad Ali and look at all these old boxers. They're just like, dude, they got their head in the clouds because they've been hit so many times. Because in MMA, there's so many options. If somebody's about to break you, you tap.
I mean, if you're getting beat up standing up, you take it to the mat, you're not going to take as much damage. You can get the submission or get the control and win that way.
People get hurt in MMA, of course, it's a fighting, but long-term injuries and stuff are not too common.